Well, Scott Moffatt joins us now, one of the famous brothers who made up the Moffatts. Yes, the Moffatts, the family act who achieved worldwide fame in the late 90s. And luckily, the piercing shrieks of teenage fans didn't do anything to permanently damage Scott's hearing. At least I don't think so.
Yeah, actually there is permanent damage.
Do you hear a low hum at all times?
Yeah.
Scott's back with a solo project. It's really, really nice to have you in studio today.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
We were chatting just a little bit as we were coming up here about the unique experience that you had being part of the Moffatts. I mean, it's not just like people loved your music. You were adored by fans. What was that like?
Well, you know, the Moffatt fans, they've continued to be extremely supportive even today. I mean,
There's
yeah,
your picture.
that's a great picture. I sent that to you guys.
It's amazing.
But I mean, the fans were great, and it's great to look at the fans now today. You know, I get to talk to them on a regular basis, and I get to see how much they've changed and where they've gone with their lives. And it's always really interesting to see that development between, you know, these young kids. We were all young kids growing up together, and then to see what we've become is really cool.
And is there still a significant amount of loyalty? I mean, I remember, you know, of course, tastes change and everything, but it sounds like you've really grown up and formed a bond with these fans.
For sure. We have created a bond, but it's still difficult to talk to all of them.
Yes.
I mean, on Facebook, sometimes I'll get messages all day, and I'll see one or two that I can respond to, but it's very difficult to get around to all of them.
Well, of course, and I'm sure they would understand that.
Yeah.
Now, well, let's talk about your music project now. Are your fans supportive and receptive to you being on your own?
They are, for sure. They like what I'm doing. At least that's what they tell me. And they're very supportive of my brothers, too. Bob and Clint, they're doing Like Strangers.
Right.
And they're doing well. They've actually pretty close to selling out a stage at show coming up here soon. I didn't sell at my last show, so maybe I have less support than Bob and Clint.
No, we're going to help you sell out this show. This show, right?
Yeah.
And you're in the middle of recording an album. So how long have you been working on it? When do you expect it to be finished?
It's been kind of a work in progress for a few years, but I've really started to write a lot over the last 3 months, 4 months. I'm writing in Nashville, Tennessee, and I think I've got definitely enough songs for a full record, and I'm going to just piece it together over the next few months and have it done by September, I'm thinking.
Does Music City really live up to its name in terms of like being the hotbed for
that's
musicians
all you can do.
and writing? That's what everyone does.
Everyone
right?
does that.
Well, we're happy you've been down there working on this, and I know I heard the single. It's awesome. So what are you going to play for us?
I'm going to play a song that I wrote called Rainy Afternoon.
All right, Scott Moffatt, take it away.
Thank you.
You know me better than that. What you see is what you get, and I ain't sneaking around. You can think what you wanna think, you'd only be lying to yourself, 'cause there's no one else. And drinking with some of my friends, I ain't looking at anything. And the times when I'm far from home, I would give about everything to be with you in a bedroom. A rainy afternoon. One time I was on the phone with a girl from way back when. I knew what you were thinking. He wishes he still had her, but you couldn't be further from the truth. Baby, just look at you and all that the whiskey does. want you more, want you more. It's amazing how much I've changed in a good way since I met you out of the blue on a rainy afternoon. Rainy afternoon. And all that the whiskey does is make me want you more, want you more. It's amazing how much I've changed in a good way since I met you out of the blue on a rainy afternoon. Rainy afternoon. Rainy afternoon.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Scott Moffatt, that is such a pretty song.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful song.